Hello, this is Nate, and I'm gonna talk about what I thought I wouldn't come back to is that I'm thinking of maybe going back to reacting directs, and the reason why is because of the upcoming Nintendo Switch 2 direct. And I've talked about not doing reactions, but um, I'm actually kind of excited a little bit. But I want to talk more about also the Switch 2 itself. I did watch the reveal trailer, obviously, otherwise I wouldn't be telling you about that. But, um, yeah, I mean, it is, yes, another Switch. It's just oversized and, well, not oversized, but maybe it's like larger, but it has actual components compared to the OLED. I mean, I've heard it's not going to have the OLED screen, it's going to have LCD. But I've heard conversations saying that people are saying that LCD screens are more improved these days to the point where it looks more like a OLED. But there's also conversations that OLED is still better. So I mean, OLED will probably mostly always it will be better. But I think LCD is just cheaper to manufacture, which is why probably oh yeah, that's another equation in the discussion is the pricing of the thing. That's actually been kind of controversial. Um, but recently, yeah, I've also been following the financial reports, I think, or like yeah, they have meetings, and yeah, Furcon said like they're planning on making this they're planning on making this budget friendly as much as they can. So I don't know if that means it's gonna be like 50 more than the OLED, because that was 350, and near the beginning of the or after the shortly after the Switch 2 trailer, people were saying it's gonna, well, actually there was like reports saying the leak was gonna say like above 400, which is yeah, that's quite a lot for a Nintendo console that's marketed as like a mass adoption kind of product. That's what I've been kind of saying, because the way they're marketing this is that they're marketing it as, because the first thing they showed off is, well, obviously the Switch, the model thing, but also they showed off the brand new Mario Kart, and the Mario Kart looks yeah, I mean, it looks decent. I mean, it's not wowing anyone because of the graphics, but one thing I initially missed seeing that Mario Kart trailer is that, well, gameplay teaser footage. It's like a gameplay kind of tease, but is that there's 24 um, slots for the racers to be on, and that's like I think the maximum amount we had in Mario Kart 8 was like um, maybe only 8 players, but this one has 24, so that's probably gonna be the reason why everything is so compressed and not everything, because if 24 racers are going to be moving all at the same time, then that's obviously going to make the system run a lot more well, it's going to be running a lot more due to that. So, and that's, I think, yeah, I'm actually kind of excited for the Mario Kart. It's either going to be called Mario Kart 9 or Mario Kart 10. If they call it 10, then they're kind of copying Apple a little bit there. But I mean, who knows? But um, so I guess yeah, I'm actually am kind of excited for the Mario Kart thing, but I don't know if I'm willing to get it or anything. But it just all depends, because there's a lot of things that Nintendo could announce that could uh make me wait on getting that. But it just, everything sort of has to completely wow me to be. But I'm actually sort of getting there a little bit. But and yeah, I heard that there's like registrations for people to go to, and well, there's registrations for people to register, and then they could attend an event to where they can play the Switch too. Um, and but they have to wait in a line or something. And I mean, we live near Dallas, but I kind of didn't like register for it. I mean, probably it's kind of too late anyways, because everyone's gotten registered by now. So yeah, it got the trailer dropped in January 12th or something. Yeah, so almost 1 month ago already. So yeah, I'm pretty sure the registrations are kind of already taken. So well, there's that. But I think the one thing I'm looking forward to is the people who are going to talk about what they experienced during that event that they attended. And I think one of the first events is going to be like in April, maybe shortly after the direct for the Switch 2. But speaking of directs, there's probably gonna be a February direct this month, and it could be announced tomorrow. People are saying that, or next week. But the thing is, I'm not too excited about it, so I may not actually make a video of me reacting to it, because I'll just kind of be bored about it. I think I already said about this in the reaction video. Yeah, 2 videos ago. That was like that was made 2 years ago. I just checked it before I made this recording. So yeah, and I think that's yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, I talked about the direct, and I talked about the rumored thing, so I think that's about all I want to say. So yeah, I'm actually looking forward to the direct. I guess this is why I make these videos, that I am looking forward to the Nintendo 2 direct, because I'm more looking forward to new games and seeing what Nintendo could do with the new console. Well, it's technically a successor. I mean, well, it's like 100% a successor. So it's not much different than the Switch. I mean, it's basically the same, but components are different. It's gonna run a lot more faster, and my biggest hope for the Switch 2 is that it'll be able to run everything like just right out the gate, instead of having like some sort of paywall like Sony does. Because if Nintendo does something like that, then they would also kind of be copying Sony if they do that. So if they do that, well, I don't know. that might hinder my decision of getting the Switch 2. Because if I have to pay $10 for every new game, or every Switch 1 game that to be upgraded, that's gonna stack up a lot. But yeah, those are my things. Is that I don't want the Switch 2 to be too limiting or too paywalled. I know there's like rumors about the Switch Online having another tier subscription. Like if gaming comes, I mean I would be happy for that, but I don't know if I would get it, because I just know that they would like raise the price a lot when they announce a new tier. So that's the one thing I'm not looking forward to. But Nintendo Switch Online hasn't really wowed me yet for me to like jump in on the subscription. I mean, the only times I would jump in on the subscription is if I'm like ordering like a Nintendo product, because they do require people to have a Nintendo Switch Online subscription to most likely prevent scalpers, which is exactly what they're going to try to do with the Switch 2. And my guess is that people are going to have Switch Online, a Switch Online subscription for pre-orders. And that would be the wisest decision if they're going to prevent scalpers, because scalpers, yeah, that's the number one weakness of scalpers, is if they have to pay for a Nintendo account in mass, and that's going to be tough on them. So unfortunately, we live in a world of scalpers. So yeah, I guess it's because the PlayStation 5 had a very, very tough time with scalpers. Scalpers basically bought it all in the beginning, and people were trying to find it. We were trying to find a PS5, and there is no PS5 to be in sight except for on eBay or something. And yeah, they overcharged everything, but I have my hopes in Nintendo. Nintendo has a knack for making enough for the general consumer, and that's what they're good at. They've been good at that. For almost all their consoles are in handhelds, so I'm looking forward for that. And I think that's all I legitimately want to say. So I don't want to keep this going for too long, but that's what I want to say, is that I'm going to be probably at the April 2nd Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. So be on the lookout for that, because I am excited for mostly one, new games, and two, what the Switch 2 is gonna do, and maybe anticipate something that I'm not gonna like, like maybe the price or some anti-consumer practice. That's the thing that I'm kind of expecting, but oh well. But if the Nintendo Switch 2 wows me enough to where I want to spend more for a Nintendo product, then that's good. I mean, that means I'm actually back in the Nintendo game atmosphere. So and yeah, that's about it. So I'll see you next time whenever I make a video, and bye.